Economic releases across the Asia-Pacific region are set to slow in the week ahead, with most of the notable news coming out of India and Australia. The week kicks off Monday with an update on India's Nikkei manufacturing PMI for September. IHS Markit economists noted that some of the key headwinds facing the Indian economy include higher global oil prices, monetary policy tightening, and capital outflows from emerging markets. The rupee's weakening against the US dollar also continued to place strong upward pressures on input prices, spurring the level of sentiment to ease in August, despite manufacturers' upbeat views for output over the next 12 months. Against this backdrop, the prior month's survey data showed that operating conditions improved at the slowest pace since May, mainly reflecting slower gains in output and new orders. Meanwhile, the Reserve Bank of India is on deck Friday to announce its interest rate decision. Central Bank at its previous meeting increased its policy repo rate by 25 basis points to 6.5%, with the aim of achieving its 4% area inflation target. Among other concerns, the RBI said global trade has lost some traction due to intensifying trade wars, as well as uncertainty over Brexit negotiations. However, the bank also said export growth in India had risen in May and June, supported in part by petroleum products, pharmaceuticals, and chemicals, while imports also gained steam, largely due to an increase in crude oil prices. The RBI added that among other non-oil imports, iron and steel were up sharply. However, in India's corporate sector, while Tata Steel's stock has more or less moved sideways over the past few months, Visa Steel shares have taken a nosedive. The company also recorded a loss in the quarter ended June 30th, due in part to non-availability of working capital for its operations. Elsewhere, the Reserve Bank of Australia will make a decision on its cash rate on Tuesday. The RBA had kept its rate unchanged at 1.5% at its previous meeting, as the country continues to try and stoke inflation and reduce unemployment further. RBA Governor Philip Lowe said high levels of household debt and slow income growth remain an overhang, with the country's recent drought having led to challenging conditions in parts of the farm sector. Additionally, Australia's terms of trade have increased over the past couple of years due to rises in some commodity prices. While the terms of trade are expected to decline over time, they are likely to stay at a relatively high level. Governor Lowe added that the Australian dollar remains within the range that it has been over the past 2 years on a trade-weighted basis, but it has depreciated against the US dollar, along with most other currencies. The RBA's decision will be followed on Wednesday by Australia's trade balance for August, as well as fresh figures on the country's retail sales on Thursday. Investors can also expect Japanese consumer confidence numbers Tuesday and South Korea's CPI for September on Thursday. In the meantime, select the event calendar option in the IBKR Trader workstation for a full list of U.S. and global corporate events and earnings, dividend schedules, economic data, IPOs, and more. I'm Stephen Levine for Interactive Brokers, asking you to enjoy your weekend.